Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 6. We're going to be talking about factors and divisibility, and this is the practice set for Lesson 6 on page 42 of your Saxon Course 2 textbook. Okay, so you'll see over here on the side these tests for divisibility. Let me just kind of lay out my expectation. These are great rules, and they are rules you can apply to every number that you divide anything by. However, it almost feels like a math trick. So if you can learn these and apply them, that's great. Frankly, the more that you divide numbers, the more that these will become apparent. So we're going to use our test for divisibility, but I don't expect you to memorize this chart. Frankly, because you can Google it at any given time, okay? So, list the whole numbers that are factors of each number. So factors are the numbers that you can multiply to get a product. So say, for instance, 25, I can multiply 1 and 25. I can multiply 5 and 5. And that's it. That's all that goes in there. B, it says 23, so 1 times 23, those are both factors. That's a comma, guys. Okay. And then this says, C says list the factor pairs of 24. So for 24, I have 1 and 24, 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, 5 doesn't go into 24, and then it becomes 6 times 4, 7 doesn't go into 24, 8, 9, 10, nope, all of that. So these are all of my factor pairs right here. These are the numbers that I multiply together to get 24. List the whole numbers from 1 to 10 that are factors of each number. This is where we're going to use our divisibility test over here. So 1,260. So let's see. It says a number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is even. 0 is considered even, so this is divisible by 2. 4 if the last 2 digits can be divided by 4. 4 goes into 60 15 times, so that'll work. Where did 3 go? Oh, 3 is down here. 3 if the sum of the digits can be divided by 3. So I have 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 0. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 6 is 9. That's divisible by 3. So I'm going to put 3 up here. So far I have 2, 4, and 3. Let's try 8. If the last 3 numbers are divisible by 8, the whole thing is divisible by 8. So let's see. The last 3 numbers are 2, 6, 0. 8 goes into 26, 24. And then nope, that's not going to work because that would be 16 and then it goes on forever. So it's not divisible by 8. It ends in 0, so it is divisible by 5. It ends in 0, so it is divisible by 10. If the number can be divided by 2 and 3, it's divisible by 6, so it is divisible by 2 and 3, so it's divisible by 6. If the sum of the digits can be divided by 9, so here's the sum of the digits. 9 can be divided by 9, so that's it. Those are all of the numbers that will divide evenly, 1 through 10, into 1,260. So let me go ahead and erase this, and we're going to do it for E and F. All right, so for E, let's go back through our checklist again. A number is divisible by 2. Where did my dot go? There it is. Is divisible by 2 if the last number is even. So we have 0, so that works out. So 2. Let's drop down to 3. If the sum of the digits can be divided by 3. So I have 7, 3, 5, 0, 0. This is going to be my sum. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15. That is divisible by 3, so I'm going to put that there. If the last 2 digits can be divided by 4. So zeros. That's a really good question. Let me check and see if zeros count as divisible by 4. I don't think so. It does. Okay, well, so zeros will work. So that'll be 4. And I just double checked that on my calculator. So 5 if the last digit is 0 or 5, so that works. And then we know that 10 is also one that works. 8 if the last 3 digits can be divided by 8. So let's see, the last 3 digits are this. So 8 times 8 is 64, times 7 is 56, times 6 is 48, which gives me 20, which it doesn't go into evenly. So no 8. That must be a rough one. 6 if it can be divided by 2 and 3, and it can be divided by 2 and 3. And then 9 if the sum of the digits can be divided by 9. So here's my sum of the digits. It cannot be divided by 9. So this is all that I have for this one. Okay, let me go ahead and erase this and we will do F. Okay, so F is 3600. Oops. I went the other direction. Here we go, 3600. Let's go down through our test for divisibility. So we know that 2, because it ends in 0. 4, because the last 2 digits are 0. 8, let's go ahead and check it, because the last 2 digits, I don't know if that's right. No, 8 is if the last 3 digits can be divided. So let me, before I get all hasty about it, let's see if 600 can be divided by 8. 600 divided by 8. And the 67 is 56, and that's 40, so that's 75. So, yep, it checks out. 5 and 10, because it ends in 0. The sum of the digits can be divided, so sum of the digits will be 3 plus 6 is 9, so that checks out. So that's 3. 6 if 2 and 3, so yep, that works out. And then 9 is if the sum of the digits can be divided by 9. So wow, this is divisible by everything. Good deal. All right, so last one is going to be G, and then we'll go on to our next problems. Oops, I forgot to erase my check mark, so I'm just going to use a different color. So it says list single-digit divisors. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because 10 is double digit of 1356. So let's go ahead and use this. We know 1 is going to work. 2 is going to work because it's an even number. What is the rule for 3? If the sum of the digits can be divided by 3, so it's 1, 3, 5, 6. We're going to add these together. This is going to be my sum. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 6 is 15. So yeah, that's divisible by 3. So far we have 1, 2, and 3. Number 4, if the last 2 digits can be divided by 4. So let's see, does 4 go into 56? Yes, it does. All right, that's great. So that works. 5 is not going to work because it doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. 6 is going to work because 2 and 3 go into it. 7 is odd. We don't have that, we don't have a rule for 7, so we're just going to have to divide it. So let me see. Nope, 7 doesn't work. Okay. And we should have done 7 on D, E, and F, but we're going to keep on keeping on. So 8, if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, so 356 divided by 8. 3 is 24, 4 is 32, which is 36. 8 times nothing is 36, so that's not going to work. And then 9 is if the sum of the digits can be divided by 9. Here's my sum. It can't be divided by 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. All right, let's go on to our next practice problems. The number 7,000 is divisible by which number? So let's go back so we can see our, here we go. 7,000. So we know it's going to be divisible by 2, by 4. I don't know if it's going to be divisible by 8. Because it's all, the last 3 digits are, yeah, it is. It's zeros. I guess if it's zeros, the last digits, you're good. 8, 5. It said single digits, so we can't put 10. 3. If the sum of the digits can be divided by 3. So the sum of the digits is 7. That cannot be divided by 3. So 3 is not going to work, which means 6 isn't going to work. and 9's not going to work. So this is as far as it's going to get. You could include 1 in here, but 1 could be included for any of them. List all the common factors of 12 and 20. So remember, factors are things that we multiply to get the number. For instance, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. I think that's all. So then we have 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 3 doesn't go into it, 4 doesn't go into it, 5 and, oh yeah, 5 and 4, that does work. And I think that that's it. So we're looking for common factors, factors that they have in common. So we have 1, 2, 4, and that's it. So 1, 2, and 4 are common factors for 12 and 20. Then the next problem asks for the greatest common factor. So which one is the greatest? So I have 24 and 40. Let's do our factors. So we have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6, and that's it. And then for 40, I have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, 3 doesn't go into 40, 4 and 10, 5 and 8, I think that's it. So what do we have in common? So common, 1, 2, 4, 8, that's it. So the greatest common factor is the one that's the largest number that they have in common, and that's going to be 8. And then Kay asked you how you found your answer, so I kind of just showed it to you. I think that's the last one. Yep. So if you have any questions about anything we did today, please let me know. Have a great day.